I'll mention to you a couple of things here.
Mhm.
Okay. Number one is I have seen a mindset in generally startup founders across the world, because I have a couple of, not many. I think I have two investments in Europe and one in Silicon Valley.
Mhm.
So I have seen this across the startup founders, that there is too much focus on the need for funding, in the sense that I'm not undermining the need for funding and the funding that is required for a startup to grow. However, a lot of blame is put by most of the startup founders that, oh, I did not get that kind of funding at the right time, that's why I'm not successful today. Or if you do not fund me, then I will not be successful. Otherwise, I would have been very successful. So the blame is shifted to the investor, that you did not invest in me. Otherwise, I was supposed to be very successful, but because of your funding. So I see this mentality now. This mindset is, so the need of funding, as I said, is right. It is there. However, it is just a shift in mindset which is required. That the startup founder should ask himself or herself why this investor is investing in probably so many other startups and not in me. Why am I not getting, not only this investor, but why am I not getting funded when there are hundreds and thousands of startup founders who are getting funded? So let's go back to the
Drawing
brainstorming.
board.
Let's go back to the team and let's see what exactly the investors require that I'm not giving them.
On the other
Maybe it
hand,
is not a good financial model. Maybe I'm not exactly showing them how the returns, or the global vision. For example, I'm giving them very narrow vision, or maybe I'm giving them something which is beyond the imagination of investor, and he is thinking or she is thinking that this is too good to be true and it's not going to happen. So come back to reality. So either way, this is one part, that too much focus on the lack of funding and blaming the person who did not fund or who will not fund you. This is one part. Secondly, I have seen another thing for a startup founder. A few startup founders are not good in numbers. Now, to be good in numbers for an investor is extremely good, because I'm investing numbers in you and I'm expecting some numbers from you, right? I see that startup founders are in love with their startup venture, are in love with their innovation, in love with their technology. Uh, they have to understand that why an investor is investing in a startup founder. Not because yes, because I like your technology, I like your personality, I like your attitude. Everything is true, but at the end of the day, I want to make more money on my money by investing in your startup founder. I mean, everything boils down to that basic fact, that I'm investing money in you because I want 3 times, 5 times, 100 times money after 2 years, 3 years from this investment. So being good in numbers and calculations, when you say that, oh, we will scale up globally, this is also a basic thing, that always, oh, we will scale up globally. Now, what does that globally mean in number? What do you mean globally? There are 190 plus countries. So which country you are focusing on? How much is the market in that country? How much is your addressable market? How much you will get it? Now, how much is that impact on your cost structure and the profitability? Is it a cash positive or a cash negative scenario? When you are going to raise next round of funding, say after 6 months or 1 year, okay, what kind of valuation you are going to reach? I want to reach, say, 3x or 5x of valuation. Now, take that calculation backward and justify to me how that 3x will happen. That 3x will happen only when you achieve certain kind of revenue, certain kind of profitability. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So being very good and sharp on numbers to me is extremely important for a startup founder if I'm investing.
Listen to Between Data and Risk podcast